Welcome to another Pokemon opening. Today we got the brand new Iono's Bellibolt EX Premium Collection box. I want to give a huge shout out to the friends over at Comfy Hobbies. They hooked it up with this one. So if you want to support the channel, buy your Pokemon cards from the homies over at Comfy by using code SneakerTalk for 5% off both in-store and online. Iono is one of my favorite Pokemon trainers in the Pokemon universe, and that is because we literally have the same job, which is content creation or streaming or, just being like an online personality. I've been a YouTuber for the last 15 years of my life, so to have, someone that you can relate to in terms of occupation, which is quite rare when it comes to, anime or just like your hobbies, having the same job as somebody is pretty cool. So I have a sweet spot for Iono, and I also have a sweet spot for Journey Together because I actually won a free booster box of it at a local Pokemon card tournament today, and I'm going to be giving away the stamped promo card inside, which is Ens Reshiram. And to enter the giveaway for the Ens Reshiram stamped promo card in this video, all you have to do is hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel, and comment telling me what was your dream job or your, the job you wanted as a kid growing up. For me personally, I really wanted to get into business. I wanted to be a businessman, or I wanted to be a teacher or a radio DJ. I wanted to be a DJ for a while. Anyways, I'm getting on a tangent. I used to DJ. My DJ mixes are still on YouTube. But yeah, before I ramble too much, just comment down below, what was your dream job as a kid, or what is your dream career or job right now? Let's switch over to the card camera and open up some packs. All right, let's open up this box so you don't have to, and you can keep yours sealed if you want. Oh, there we go. First up, we have Iono and her Bellibolt on a sticker. Kind of cool. Looks like a Polaroid in my opinion. Would have been extra cool if it was like signed by Iono or something like that, or the Iono's voice actor, Next up, we got Iono's Tadbulb. This is the common card from the set, but with the Cosmos holofoil pattern on it, making it real nice and shiny and bling bling. And it evolves into this right here, the full art Iono's Bellibolt EX. Now this card would have typically been in the Journey Together set, but of course Pokemon knows how to make their money, how to print money, and by pulling it out of the set and making it a collectible promo from their premium collection box, they're able to get more money from you. So you get your guaranteed full art Iono's Bellibolt EX. I like this more than just like the typical full art style Pokemon where it's kind of bland. It depends on how cool the background is that makes the card really stand out. And let's just read this card together. You got a stage 1 Pokemon, 280 HP, so very thick up there for the health points. We got the ability Electric Streamer. It says, as often as you like, during your turn, you may attach a basic lightning energy card from your hand to one of your Iono's Pokemon. And then it has the attack Thunderous Bolt. For 3 lightning and a colorless, you do 230 damage, and says during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. So that's why this Pokemon kind of reminds me of Shenpao EX. You can basically fill up your Pokemon with the ability Electric Streamer, which is what Baxcalibur's ability was. But then you also have the attack Thunderous Bolt built into the energy acceleration card, or the Pokemon itself, but it's capped at 230, which is kind of painful to see. And also, not to mention, 4 energies is a little expensive for 230 damage. Now there's another really good card in this deck, or Iono's Bellibolt deck, called, I think it's Iono's Kilowatt Rel, which is the draw engine for the deck, where you could just discard a lightning energy from your hand and then draw a bunch more cards. And while we're at it, here are 2 different versions of Iono's Bellibolt EX that you can play if you want. The first one here that we're looking at is going to feature it being paired with a Raging Bolt, which I believe is the more competitive way to play it, because of course Raging Bolt, you can discard your energies from any of your Pokemon, so you can load up your Iono's Pokemon with the Iono's Bellibolt EX ability, but then you can actually attack and discard them with Raging Bolt EX. And then here is a second deck list featuring more of a linear Iono's Bellibolt, not too many other cards, sort of more of a theme deck for Iono's Bellibolt if you want to give that one a try as well. Code card, which will give you both of the promos in the online game. And then this is pretty cool. This is something they don't really do in English, but when I go to Japan, I see this done a lot for not just Pokemon, but for a lot of different animes in general. There are these like acrylic stands. So as you can see, these little pieces right here, the Miss Magus, the Iono, the Tadbulb, the Bellibolt, all these little things fit into these little slots right here, and they stand on your desk and they just look pretty cool. Some people have maybe an Iono shrine they could throw this into, or something on their bookshelf, or the way they display their Pokemon card collection in one way or another. This is a cool little extra thing that you can have just to spice up the way you display your collection. Definitely cool to see Pokemon doing this now for their premium box collections. I'm curious what other cards or what other Pokemon are going to get this kind of treatment. And I do believe there was supposed to be a Charizard EX Premium Collection box that released the exact same day as this Iono's Bellibolt Premium Collection box, but in terms of the Canadian release, it did get delayed, so we don't have them yet at Comfy Hobbies. So I'll let you guys know when those do eventually come out, but maybe it has already released in the US or other parts of the world. Down here is sort of a display, so if you want to have this out, you can put it on your bookshelf and just kind of make it be the backdrop for all of your acrylic Iono kind of paraphernalia kind of stuff. Would look pretty cool. So here is some video footage of how it looks like when you display him on a bookshelf with the acrylic stuff all set up and everything. And we're back. Now it's time to get to the pack selection for the Iono's Bellibolt Premium Collection box. There better be some Journey Together in here. Of course, we got one pack of Journey Together, Surging Sparks, Paradox Rift, Journey Together, Twilight Masquerade, okay, and Obsidian Flames. Of course, they just got to toss in a pack of this to hurt us a little bit. We're going to open them in this order. We'll start with Journey Together and end with Journey Together. And of course, we got Surging Sparks and Twilight Masquerade nearing the end as well to have some fun with those. All right, first pack magic. Can we pull some heat? Let's go. It'd be really cool. It would be really, really cool if we're able to pull, some IR or SIR artwork of the Iono's Pokemon. It would just be a little more fitting, being able to get that out of the box collection for them. But, there's no guarantee. All these packs are just completely random. Ooh, redeemable ticket, kind of a cool item card. Change your prize cards, it's unique. Ooh, we got Iono's Electrode, one of the main attackers, you could say, in Iono's deck. We got Coughing up next, looking very, very toxic, like the players in Marvel Rivals. Ooh, and we got Veluza EX. Yikes, this is definitely a bulk card from the set. You hate to see it. Oh, and a Water Energy too. All right, we got Obsidian Flames up next. And I gotta say, there is, we got Tyranitar here, or Tyranitar EX, but there's a Tyranitar in this set. Or is it Prismatic Evolutions? I think it's this set. I think there's a Tyranitar in this set that is like a Badoo item lock abilities. When it's in the active, it turns off your opponent's items, like they can't use them. So it's so good. So if you like Tyranitar, we're gonna work on a Tyranitar deck, and it's gonna be a cheap one too, because it's not an EX or anything like that. So I love Tyranitar, and we got some more upside down Pokemon cards in this video. We got Paldean Wooper upside down. We got Cryogonal, and a Scizor Holo Rare. Paradox Rift up next. Paradox Rift, definitely, I think it's an underrated set. I think Paradox Rift is definitely one of the most underrated sets in the Scarlet and Violet era. All right, we got Yamask, Whismur, Flamigo, Porygon, Medical Energy. This card is just never ever used. We got Steny, or Stene, I think it's Steny. We got Gliscor, Melotech. I called it Milotech for the longest time, and apparently it's melodic, like music, melodic. We got Shen Pao. Ooh, and Serena Williams EX, not too shabby. I think Panic Mask rotated, I'm not sure, but Serena EX, kind of a cool, unique control style of deck, which I would hate playing against on the Pokemon TCG ladder online. All right, we got Surging Sparks up next. Here we go. Whenever I see Alolan Executor, I think of Calvin Connor slapping down Callie White's Pokemon and it flying off of the table at the Toronto Regionals. That was so entertaining to watch go down. A coin flip attack where if you hit heads, you knock out your opponent's active Pokemon. If tails, you knock out their benched Pokemon you can pick. It's kind of cool. All right, we got Eevee, Gravity Mountain, Executor, Miraidon, Flittle, Klefki, and a Terrapagos normal. There's like a regular old Terrapagos right there. All right, we got 2 more packs remaining. Twilight Masquerade and Journey Together. Twilight Masquerade, surprisingly, is like really shooting up in value, or at least the cards in the set. And so therefore the packs are 2. The main 2 chase cards, I believe in the set, based off my memory, is the Greninja EX Special Illustration Rare, and then the Carmine Special Illustration Rare. I love those cards. The Greninja is phenomenal. Probably one of my favorite cards from the modern era. Some people say there's too much going on with it, and I think those people are boring. All right, we got Sandshrew, Darumaka, the Oompa Loompa, Enhanced Hammer, a Kilowatt Rail, not Iono's Kilowatt Rail, but we got Kilowatt Rail, the regular one, Glalie, Diplin. I've never had a candy apple in my life. For real, if you're watching to this point in the video, and if you had a candy apple, tell me if it's worth the hype or not. I want to try one at the X in Toronto this summer. We got Snorunt Reverse Holo and an Okidogi Holo Rare. All right, 1 more pack remaining. And of course, if you guys enjoyed hanging out with your boy or want to enter the giveaway for the Journey Together stamped Ens Reshiram, comment down below, like, and subscribe for more videos from me. And that's a funny looking Toadscool just frolicking in the forest. Oh my goodness, that looks so goofy. I love how unserious Toadscool is. All right, we got No way this is real, bro. That's just as goofy as Toadscool. There's no shot. That's so freaking goofy. I gotta put those on Instagram or Twitter. Those are hilarious artworks. We got Sprigatito, Drampa, Toadscool. See, Toadscool is like catching a vibe. He's more serious. He's seen some things. He looks like he just witnessed something and he's gonna be quiet about it. We got Ruffian, Luckix, kind of giving me like Batman Marvel Rivals vibes here too. We got Pelipper. By the way, if you play Marvel Rivals, I just hit Celestial 3 like last week, and I'm a Rocket Raccoon and Widowmaker main. Tyranitar! So this is the Tyranitar we were talking about with the Daunting Gaze ability. As long as this Pokemon's in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards from their hand. That sounds diabolical, and I'm all for it. And I love Tyranitar, one of my favorite Pokemon from the Johto region. Thanks for watching. If you guys made it to the end, hit that like button, subscribe, and click on screen to hang out some more. And I'll see you in one of those videos. Peace out.